Since I was a kid, I have always been passionate about languages. My first foreign language was English, and I learned it as a teen with pop culture and lessons. I mastered it later in university when I studied languages to become a teacher. Besides that, I have been to the US a few times, and in one of them, I took an intensive English course, and it felt amazing to be able to communicate with people from all over the world. A few years later, I also traveled to a few other English-speaking countries, such as Ireland and Scotland. As for French, I also studied it in university, where I studied French language, literature, culture, and civilization. But I didn't use it much afterwards, and that's when I learned that you can forget a language if you stop using it. From the pandemic, a few years later, I started taking lessons again, and now I have been to France a few times, and that's when I realized I could communicate with French speakers from all over the world, as well as have them as my students. As for Japanese, I was always curious about it because the Japanese community in Brazil is the biggest in the world outside Japan. So I was always picking up words here and there, but it was also during the pandemic that I started taking lessons, and it also paid off really well because later I traveled to Japan for a whole month and I could talk to people, make friends, and learn even more. Spanish has been my latest goal because Portuguese and Spanish are very similar, and also most of the neighboring countries with Brazil speak Spanish. And I have also traveled to Spain, and once again, it was great to communicate with people abroad. Languages connect me to people with all different backgrounds and cultures. I love traveling and hosting travelers, so whenever I get the chance, I take the opportunity to meet people and build bridges. That's what languages bring into my life. Every time I speak a new language, it feels like getting a new pair of eyes, so I get to see and experience a completely different reality of the world.